Let's see. Top chat. All right. Hello, guys. Let's see where I want my camera to be. I'll say right there for now. For any that are joining, I'll wait for a bit. See if some people join. I'd really like for people to join so I can, discuss this. Since this is really exciting. So I'll just wait for a bit. In fact, I'm gonna get something to drink. I don't want to start the thing until people get in here because I want the people in here, whoever joins. Now, I've already seen it and I have to discuss it. I want everybody to see it. I'm sure everybody that has a PS5 and is into this has already seen it, but I really just I want to do this. I haven't live streamed. I have since I've had a PS5 really. I don't think. Maybe I have. I'm not sure actually. But I have, the PS5 camera and I haven't live streamed for quite a long time, so I just find this all so I mean, I find it exciting. I know, a lot of people are like it's a scam. A lot of people are angry and I totally understand that because I think we all are angry, you know, when they said August 10th, the app will be ready and, everybody watch and then August 10th came and the app wasn't working or so they said, and this whole thing with is it is it Kojima? Is it, Silent Hill? Is it PT? Or is Abandoned and Blue Box really just an indie studio? It's so interesting to me. And I mean, you don't get stuff like this very often, to be honest. You just don't. And it's so interesting to me that it's this whole like, is it an ARG? Like, what's going on? Why is Sony being so quiet? Why is Kojima, eh, you know, and everybody's saying, well, we have nothing to do with this. This isn't as us. But yet, Blue Box keeps teasing that it is. And that's why I don't want to start this video until, somebody is joined. Please, somebody join. I really want to discuss this. It's so interesting. And I should have done this long ago, but I don't have the proper, I wish I did. I wish I had like a proper computer and a proper webcam to like, I would live stream the hell out of something like this. I would just do a podcast, I'd do a live stream, which I'm doing now, but I just want somebody to like, I want to discuss this. I want people, excuse me, I want people to like experience this with me and chat about it and discuss it, whether they're a believer or they're pissed and bummed out and think it's a scam. I don't want to say either way until we watch. I've already, like I said, I have already seen, the updated little teaser they did, and I don't want to say anything until, you know, some people join and we watch it. So I'm sorry if you join and all you see is this choose your language. I mean, I could play it now and then talk about it and then replay it, if somebody joins. But the thing with this app, at least the first time I watched it or whatever, was once you watch it, well, no, not necessarily actually. You can watch the trailer as many times as you want. You don't have to back out or anything. You just so that's okay. Um, I just really want to discuss this. I really want other people to join in because this is so interesting. I mean, it's just. By the way, this is Bizzle Blue 38. I mean, that's a duh, but so this whole abandoned game and this app and the whole controversy. I mean, some people will call it a conspiracy theory and just, it's so interesting to me. It's just like, wow. Like, I love it. I don't think, like I said, I don't want to give my opinion, what I think, what I believe, until I've watched it with at least a few people, and I want to experience that together, and then discuss it from there because there's things in there that just you'll see, hopefully. You know what? Like I said, I can watch it as many times, so I'm just gonna. This application does not contain any playable content. It is intended to demonstrate the upcoming trailers and gameplay. Okay, so here we go. Watch all trailers and gameplay demonstrations rendered in real time by the PS5. Content is rendered in 3D and therefore not a high quality video. Okay, so the first one is trailers. But if you go down, gameplay demos available soon. There's two of them. And there's not a cinematic reveal trailer, there's not a trailer, there's not a release trailer, which is another thing I want to discuss, because who knows. But they're all available soon. So let's watch. Let's watch. Okay. Trailer coming soon. Playable prologue coming soon. And that's it. Now, even though that's very short, there is a lot in there. There is a lot in there. Um, First of all, the character in it, you can tell it's a man. Even though you can't see his face at all, he looks a lot like, I want to say it's been years. I mean, we're talking PlayStation 1, right? But he looks a lot and resembles a lot of the features. And I want to think his name is James? Is it James Sutherland? Let me get my phone real quick. Sorry, guys. I believe it's James Sutherland was uh the main the protagonist and the big character in the first one. Um, Harry Mason. He, I had that way wrong. I think James Sutherland is from like the second one or third one. I can't remember. And I'm sorry I had that wrong. But he reminds me a lot of Harry Mason from the first one. The boots, he's got like that. The I want to say it's a let's watch it again. Let's watch it again. Yes. All right. I wish you guys could see what I'm looking up because it would help a lot. He he does look a lot like Harry Mason. I want like a full picture of Harry Mason. We're diving deep into this. That is not. I want like images. Hey, the Hood 996, what's up? This is, I'm sure you've heard of it, the abandoned uh app, the whole conspiracy behind it. I don't know, did you ever play Silent Hill way back in the day on PlayStation 1? Here, I'll show you. Because if you did, this is interesting. There's a whole thing about it that Kojima's behind this, Hideo Kojima. All right, you did good. Now watch this trailer. I'll be quiet for a second. That's it. But the music, and does he not look like Harry Mason? I mean, you can't see his face or anything, but like the clothes and even the way he walks, but even more so the music behind it. Uh, I don't know if you're like really into this or anything, but it's so interesting, dude. It's just like because there's a whole conspiracy behind this. Kojima, uh, there's a ton of people that say that Abandon is actually it's gonna be a reveal for like a Silent Hill game. Yeah, me too. I haven't finished the ones I'm on yet, and I'm working on that. But I need some horror games on the PS5, and they're coming soon. There's just a lot of delays with I don't even want to say the word, but COVID and stuff like that. It's and just a lot of stuff, but they're coming. Uh, what games are you looking forward to? Yeah, I'm actually thinking about that. I haven't played it on the PS5 yet. Uh, that would actually be a good one to live. Well, I don't know if it'd be really good to live stream since I've already. I mean, it's been out for a while. I want to get that game called. Oh, what's that called? Hold on one second. Fit? Oh, isn't that like a? Oh, that's not a battle royale. That's yeah. That does look alright. Um, and which one? Oh, yeah, I haven't played with excuse me, Assassin's Creed Valhalla yet. I don't know why I haven't, but hold on. There, Visage or Visage or however you pronounce it. I'm probably gonna get that soon and play that because that game. Um. So let me ask: Are you Horizon Forbidden West? You mean? Yeah, I'm not sure. I think they're just like they want it to be good, you know? And I'm sure, that I don't want to risk people, like overworked people with the dev team. They get a lot of shit for that. A lot of companies do, and it's somewhat bullshit to me because, I mean, they don't, I don't know. There's a lot to it, but I think mostly they just want it to be, they don't want to rush it like all these other games that come out too soon. But which is, frustrating to all of us. But at the same time, for me, it's like I understand it, and it actually makes me more hyped for the game because if they're delaying it because they want to get it just perfect and right, then that means the game is going to be so much. I mean, it's gonna be amazing. It's there's a. I mean, like, and plus with the PS5, with the new features like the Dual Sense and the graphics wise, um, me too. But for what it looks like on the trailers, it's gonna be good. I had never finished the first one. I need to, but uh, it's gonna look good. Hold on a sec. I want to do something real quick. I hope I don't get a copyright strike for this, but all right, hold on 1 second. This is the Silent Hill theme from the very first one. How long is this? See, to me, I don't know if you guys can hear that, and I'm sure it's annoying. You listen to that, and now listen to this real quick. Yeah, that's from Silent Hill 1. Oh, Pete did, yeah. That was, and that's the thing. That's the thing. Was it 2 days ago? Let me look that up real quick. I believe that 2 days ago was actually like the anniversary of PT. Yep, August 12th, yesterday, in fact, was is was the anniversary of PT. And August 10th was supposed to be the reveal. Yeah. August 10th was supposed to be when the app was gonna reveal it, and it didn't work. There was quote unquote problems. And and then yesterday was the anniversary. And then today, Friday the 13th, it finally comes out. They came out with an update. And I mean, it's just interesting. Uh, I'm gonna watch this again. I'm sorry if this is getting just old to you or anybody. It's just it's so interesting to me. Like the music feels like a slower version of the music from the very first Silent Hill. That guy looks kind of like a lot like Harry Mason to me, even though you can't see his face. Playable prologue coming soon. And that's just the thing. I mean, everybody knows PT was a playable teaser. That's what PT stands for. And now they have a playable prologue on a game called Abandon, which, other than this right here, here's another thing. Here's another thing that's interesting to me. I don't know if you've, like I said, I don't know if any of you have like followed this, but if you remember, if you watched the very first teaser trailer, it was like short, just like this. If you watched that on YouTube, it looks nothing like this one. Now, I mean, a teaser is a teaser, so it doesn't actually mean it's going to be what's in the game. But I mean, like the first teaser video or that came out was it was a guy in a forest. He was like dropped there, like kidnapped, and he had a gun, and there was this creepy forest, and that's all it showed. And now this is like a guy that to me clearly looks like Harry Mason, or I want to say James Sutherland from the second one. Uh, Looks like he's like in some abandoned abandoned house. Had to say the word. Sorry for the weirdness. It just feels to me. I could be wrong. I'm not saying 100%. I'm not saying I know. I wish I knew, but I know nothing. But it just looks so much to me and feels so much to me like PT or like Silent Hill and PT. Really, it just it's crazy. Uh, I don't know what anybody else thinks, but I'm actually I don't know. What do you think there? Everybody everyone was disappointed when PT got canceled, man. At least like the fans like me. The shitty thing is I didn't even get to play PT because I didn't have a PS4 at the time. And then by the time I got a PS4, it was already canceled, and they took off the freaking, and that just sucks to me. It took off um the whole the whole playable trailer off the PlayStation, off of the store, off of everything. And I never got to play it. The only way I got to experience it was by watching someone else play it on YouTube. Which sucked because I still want to play that. But yeah, the only way I was able to play it or play it, I wish, to experience it was by watching someone on YouTube. Uh, but not this time. But yeah, even I was disappointed when they said it was canceled and the whole thing with Kojima and Konami and hold on, I can't. get to my camera. Oh well. I want to read that, but I can't. Hold on one second. Uh, how do I? Here we go. Perfect. All right, okay, let's read this. Latest news and announcements. We are excited to kick off the real-time experience app with a small introduction. The cinematic reveal and gameplay demonstration will be revealed soon. You can find the cinematic reveal and gameplay demo as a video online or rendered in real time using this app. It's so, I don't know. You're probably bored with me talking about it. You can just say you are if you are. I totally understand. Let me move my camera again. Nobody knows yet. I mean, it hasn't even come out with a release date yet. Um, the app is free, and this is what the app is. You just gotta search abandoned in the app on the PS5. But the game itself, there hasn't been a release date. There hasn't been actual like. This is the actual first time we have anything close to like a trailer. See, like the cinematic reveal trailer available soon, release trailer. So nobody knows yet. Uh, Because Blue Box is an indie studio supposedly. I mean, I'm sure they are, but I still think that Konami is behind this somehow. I believe that Konami and um, why did I forget the name of the developers with Konami? It was not Capcom. Oh God, what is? Oh, it's Konami is the developer. Kojima and Konami. I'm sorry, I had a brain fart. But like, I still believe they're in on this. I believe this is Silent Hill, or it could be just an actual indie dev game called Abandoned, but it just does not seem like it to me. Like, a lot of people think this is all a scam put on by this Blue Box developer company that says they're going to put out a game and they're not. But what's is so far fetched for me because I mean, you think about it, they have Sony behind this. Sony, they had to get Sony's approval and probably somewhat funding to even put this free app on the PS5. Um, and supporting this game that they're coming out with. So I don't see how if I don't see how this would be a scam because Sony would be all over this if it was. It would not have gone this far. The weird thing is, I wish I had like I could show you stuff on the computer because I could just show you so much stuff. But the weird thing is that so Kojima himself on Twitter, and I'm not a big Twitter fan, But like through the videos I watched, Kojima himself has said, I nor Konami has anything to do with Blue Box Studios or this game. And but then he teases something that kind of hints towards the fact that he is. It's so weird. It's so interesting. And I don't see Sony backing all of this. They would know this was a scam, and there's no way they would let it get this far. Sony would never do that. But it's crazy because like they put out they put out a tweet, and I saw this on YouTube when the first teaser trailer came out on YouTube for Abandon. They put out a tweet because Abandon is like actually like the project name of the game. um like when you see early access of games and it says project so and so, that's kind of what the word abandoned is for this game coming out, because abandon isn't actually the name of the game as far as I understand. Because then Kojima put out a tweet, or no, I said that wrong, not Kojima. Blue Box put out a tweet um on Twitter, so because somebody said, what is this game going to be called or something like that, and they said, we can't give much away, but it will end with an S and end with an. It will begin with an S and end with an L. And there's only one thing that could be, right? I mean, but they have nothing to do with Konami and Kojima, and it's not Silent Hill. It's so weird. It's just so cryptic and just I could go on for so long about it. I mean, there's so much. I mean, because the main person behind Blue Box Studios, hold on. Yeah, the main person behind Blue Box Studios, like the main dev, the person, because it's a small indie company, is I want to get his name right. It's Hassan. I want to say Karaman. Let me read this. I don't know if I'm allowed to, because it's from Reddit, and I don't know. But all right. A Blue Box Game Studios timeline. I have been following the conspiracy for a while. A couple of months ago, I, as many of others, started digging into Blue Box Game Studios through their internet footprint. At the time, I compiled a list of dates and interesting links using mostly the Wayback Machine. Disappointingly, every time I found an interesting link, one could trace that link back to a post on this or the other subreddit. However, even if I did not unearth anything new, I did end up with a timeline which I have found quite useful as a reference. That doesn't really. Because they have no other. Well, they do have a couple. Blue Box Game Studios is an independent video game development studio. The company was founded in 2015 by Hassan Karaman and is based in Leiden, Netherlands. Now, there's a lot of people, I don't know if they still do, but there's a lot of people that think that Hassan Karaman is actually Hideo Kojima because way back when before Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain came out, Hideo Kojima did this whole, you know what an ARG is, right? Oh, do I have no watchers now? Here it is. If you're still there, Hood. Abandoned in the Silent Hill Conspiracy. This will explain a lot because I'm not very good at explaining things, but I love to discuss it. um, in June 2021, so just recently, Blue Box Game Studios released a teaser tweet for a survivor horror game in development, known under its working title Abandoned. The tweet asked fans to guess the name of the upcoming game, which was said to begin with an S and end with an L. This started a conspiracy theory which Blue Box has admittedly denied, that the game developer was developing a reboot of the game Silent Hill, and that the head of the company, Hassan Karaman, was actually game developer Hideo Kojima in disguise. The tweet was later removed, with Blue Box Game Studios tweeting emphatically that the company was not behind a Silent Hill reboot. So weird! The conspiracy does not come without precedents. In 2012, a video was released on YouTube by a game developer named Moby Dick Studios, which is Hideo Kojima, as we all know, which had been previously unheard of, for a game called Phantom Pain. This turned out to be a release hoax for the Hideo Kojima game Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain. In response to the growing speculation, studio head Hassan Karaman affirmed in statements and revealed himself in a video to put to rest the rumors that the studio was the front of Hideo Kojima and an upcoming Silent Hill game, while emphasizing that the game studio was legitimate with real people working for it, and that the upcoming game under the working title Abandoned was an original game by the studio. Hassan Karaman later interviewed with Bloomberg for an hour to further demystify assertions of the conspiracy and that he is not an actor. The later assertion was supported by his regular posts on the forum for Unreal Engine game developers over the last few months, seemingly in relation to the abandoned game developed by Blue Box and intended for release on the PlayStation. So you see how freaking weird and interesting this is. It is so there. That is why I created this whole, not created. That's why I started this whole live stream, is because it's so interesting and I just. But anyway, I want to watch it again. I'm sorry, I really just. That sounds like PT to me. That sounds like. Playable prologue coming soon. Ah, it's so interesting. It really is. I don't want to drop my controller. So I really thought more people would join, but and then one leaves. Of course. Let me do this. Can I? And thank you for the like, by the way. Is there a way I can like uh edit video? Hold on real quick. I'm horrible at typing. Where is where the hell is it? There it is. There I changed the title. Whoa! That's not what I wanted. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. Top chat. I want live chat. So I don't know who's so. I'm just gonna keep. One more time. I really want to. I just want to. Okay. Welcome to the real time experience, demonstrating content in real time. Okay. I don't know how good this is gonna come out, but I am going to try something here. Let me look up. Is it James Sutherland? Yeah, it is Sunderland from the second one. Oh yeah, I take that back. It's not Harry Mason from the first one. It's James Sunderland from the second one. I'm gonna try this. Hold on, let me see if I can get a really good like. No. I don't know how good. Yeah, that's not gonna show up real good. That's just, but it's James Sunderland from from Silent Hill 2. Now he's wearing a green, like a green army jacket type thing, a gray shirt, and blue jeans. I want to see his boot. Yeah, and he's wearing like these black boots type things. I don't know. You can. I mean, it's a PS5 camera, so it's like, what can you expect? But yeah, you're not gonna get much from that. Like right there. So keep that in mind, and then watch this. I wish I could like pause it, and I can't. You can't do anything. We're gonna watch that again, and I know everybody's sick of it. That's why my two viewers left, and I don't blame you. Probably bored of this. Probably sick of hearing every YouTuber talk about it. But watch. This is just interesting to me. Green like jacket, his shoes. He's got blue jeans on. All right. Next, we're gonna do. We're gonna delve into this. It's not gonna be very high quality, and I'm sorry for that. But we're gonna delve into this. That's not really gonna. That's not really. Hold on. Well, I can't really find. I thought for sure, but I guess, I mean, how would they? But I thought for sure there'd be a PT, like, type of music thing on here. Hold on, let me do this actually. Since that looks like James Sunderland, we're gonna. Oh my gosh! I'm sorry, but this sounds even more like this one. All right, we heard that. Now let's go back again. Sorry, I didn't mean to get like so excited, but listen. It is. Oh yeah. Yep. I just heard it. I just heard it. Hold on. I don't know if how good you guys can hear this, but I'm gonna play it again. Let's go here. It's just speed sped up. The- no, that's okay. Here's my prediction. Take this with a grain of salt, whoever watches this. But here's my prediction, just from what I heard, because that song and the song from this trailer, the song I listened to on my phone, which I'm sorry for the bad quality, that was the OST from Silent Hill 2. This song, this background music, we'll play it one more time. Oh my goodness, I figured it. I think I figured this out. Oh my goodness. I believe my theory. My prediction and my theory is it's going to be a remake, total remake of Silent Hill 2. That music, when you compare it with the music of the Silent Hill 2 music, the OST, it so the drum beat from the very beginning, that slow, I can't do a drum beat, but that drum beat and the slow climb to the guitar music, this is like slowed down from the version of Silent Hill 2 music. Because if you listen, I'll do it one more time. Again, sorry for the bad quality. I'm talking to myself, but I don't care. I don't care at this time. Alright, I will try to make this as good as I can. This is sped up. This is the faster version of it. This is back when Silent Hill 2 came out. Actually, let me do one more thing. Um, Okay, that's just the same. Let me see. Get that, but that one song, what's it called? Let me go to Theme of Laura from Silent Hill 2. That, I guarantee you, I can't say I guarantee you, but my theory, my prediction is it's Silent Hill 2 remake. Uh, we'll watch it one more time. Um, and then kind of want to play a game, so probably in the stream, but dude, I'm convinced, I am 100% convinced, not 100%, but I'm really convinced it's Silent Hill 2. I might be going crazy, but I want more viewers. I want to talk about this. Uh, let me try. I would probably get a bunch of crap for keep changing my title, but wait a minute. There, it changed it again, and I know I'm gonna get crap for that, but uh I really believe it's Silent Hill 2, guys. The music is just so much like Silent Hill 2's, and that's gotta be James Sunderland. Just so much of it. The feel of it is like, I don't believe this is like I really think it's freaking, I think Kojima's behind this. I really do. I just think, I gotta watch it one more time. I keep rewatching it and rewatching it. Yes! Hey, bass guitar, how are you? You think it is too? What? This is Silent Hill 2. That's James Sunderland. Uh, no, I haven't. But I looked, dude, that is James Sunderland from the second one. And the music, if you listen, Kojima has, let me see. Kojima has said a lot about being influenced by David Lynch and has mentioned McDonald, or is a literal blue box. But he, see, it's so crazy and it's so interesting. But yet he says, and he denies anything to do with Blue Box and anything. He says this is not Silent Hill. Yeah, I know, Blue Box Studios. Finally, somebody to talk about this with. Awesome. There's so much behind it. There's just so much going on. He says Kojima's like, oh no, we're not. We have nothing to do with Blue Box Studios. This isn't Silent Hill. But then Blue Box tweeted, what was it, like not too long ago, and said, can you guess the name of the game? It starts with an S and ends with an L. What else could that be? What else? You know? And then he says, oh yeah, there's so much. It's Silent Hill. And then there's people that say this is all a scam because the app didn't work the other day. Which, by the way, yesterday, was it yesterday? Today's the 13th. Yes, yesterday, I believe, was the anniversary of when PT came out. Oh, he is just, I don't understand. I mean, I get it. I believe it's an ARG. Just like what he did with Metal Gear Solid 5 before it came out and said, the Moby Dick Studios and denied anything to do with it. And then it turned out it was. That's exactly what this is. Exactly what it is. And then it's like, oh man, you got me hyped because finally somebody to like talk with it about it. It's so crazy. It's so crazy, but it's so interesting. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Because it's, and see, there's people that say this whole thing is a scam, that these blue box studios are scamming us, they're scamming Sony, and there's no way. There's no way. You cannot tell me that Sony would let things get this far. They would know it was a scam. They wouldn't let this just roll on, you know? If this was a scam, Sony would have cut the cord a long time ago. And Sony has been quiet. I mean, you look up Sony on like anything, they haven't said anything about it. But Blue Box Studios, Hasan Karaman, and Kojima, I mean, it's like this weird triangle that keeps just like going back and forth. They just keep, Kojima says, "Oh, we have nothing to do with it," but then he'll hint towards it. And Blue Box says, "Oh, we have nothing to do with Kojima, and it's not Silent Hill." But then they say, "Can you guess the name of our game? It starts with an S and ends with an L." And then the freaking, oh, I have many ideas why. Blue Box has a custom video upload by, yeah, I saw that on Twitter. Outsourcing studio discussing the game. Noir has worked with the biggest AAA developers. Yep, that's exactly why. Well, I mean, that's one of the biggest reasons why. But I mean, it's like, do you really think Sony would let it get this far? Do you really think they would let a small indie dev studio scam them and all of their fans? They are pushing this like crazily too far. I mean, it's like, oh yeah, no, no, dude. No, exactly. They would not put their reputation on the line this far. It is just. I'll give you another good reason why they wouldn't. Back when the PS3 came out, and they got hacked bad. They're not gonna let anything. And I know that goes way back to the PS3, but they're not gonna let anything like that come close to them. If they had any, like, a speckle of a hint that this was a scam, they would have cut the cord and just been like, nope, get the hell out of here. You know, they probably would have sued. They're not gonna let a scam go by them. They're just not. And the whole thing with Noir Studios or whatever on Twitter, you really think a AAA supporter and developer is gonna be like part of a scam? Yeah, it's just so much. You want to what? You want me to start the trailer again? And I mean, and look. Oh, you can't. I'm pointing to the TV, but cinematic reveal trailer. The fact that they actually did a patch. I mean, yeah, it was messed up that they were having technical issues, which is, you know. All right, let's watch again. Listen to the music. I'm telling you, and that's James Sunderland. I just. That's James Sunderland, and that music is from or not P. It's from Silent Hill 2. Now watch. Watch right here. Playable prologue coming soon. The playable prologue for PT came out yesterday. Today's Friday the 13th. It's just like, it's adding up for me. It really is. It's just, yeah, it's so obvious. And people are like, no, no, it's a scam. And others think that it's just like, it's an ARG. This whole thing is an ARG. I mean, okay, I will subscribe to the Tiny Theory. To me, it's a Tiny Theory that they intentionally said that the app was having problems yesterday because people knew that the PT anniversary was yesterday. Well, no, okay, I take that back. They said August 10th that the app. Yeah, and it's so. We're all an experiment. But they technically said August 10th that the app would be ready to go. Go ahead and click it. And then, bam, it wouldn't work. There was technical difficulties. You know, we're gonna fix it. Then that's when the whole thing with the scam really like started to grow because, but why, again, why would Sony let something this far if it was a scam go and not do anything and especially not say anything? Why would Sony be so quiet when all of this, if this truly was all a scam? But I will subscribe a little bit to the theory. Exactly because that's when PT came. It's just lining up. It's lining up because when Gamescom came out, I'm sorry, I can't speak. I'm excited. This is so interesting to me. When PT came out, it was announced on Gamescom. Games, however you say that word. And guess what? Gamescom is like what, a couple weeks away. PT The event coordinator behind get. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. What happened just now? Yeah, 2 weeks. Can you hear me? I don't know if I just. Yeah, it's freaking nuts, bro. Because like, okay, good. Cause Gamescom like 2 weeks and PT anniversary was just yesterday. The day before yesterday was when the app was supposed to work, but they had technical difficulties. Today's Friday the 13th. I don't know why that's so, uh, what's the word I'm looking for? It just has something to do with it. The fact that it's Friday the 13th and this is all an ARG and maybe a social experiment. What other way to do like a final reveal, sort of, than Friday the 13th? Not final reveal. Yes, I did. That was crazy. That was absolutely like that's what I'm saying. If he keeps trying to say he has no part of it, you know, him and Konami are not in cahoots, and Blue Box, yes, I know it's so crazy, dude. But it doesn't have anything to do with them. Yeah, right. We're on to you, Kojima. And Hussam Karan, I still believe, is Kojima. Because when Metal Gear Solid 5, when they did the whole Moby Dick Studios, and they had a fake person that was supposed to be the head developer of that one, was fake and an actor, who do you think this Hussam Karan is? It's I'm so glad to have somebody to actually talk about this with. Yep, cameraman. And there's something else about Hassan's name. It also means, oh, what was it? I read about it and I kind of did a little research on it about Hassan Karan's name. How it's closely resembled Hideo Kojima. And even I think the name Hassan is like something to do with Kojima. It's just it's so interesting. It's so crazy. It's just nuts. Yep, that's what it was. Yep. Something. Oh yeah. Uh, but the fact that they have pushed it as far as they could push it. Exactly. You can't ignore it, and you can't say it's a. I mean, you can. Everybody has a right to believe whatever. But why would you believe it's a scam? Why would you believe that Sony would let it get this far and not say anything or do anything? They're not. It's they're all in on it. I don't know if you watch do you know MBG? Do you watch him on YouTube? Cuz he's talking about it right now unless he ended his stream. But he's got, Twitter up and everything like that and they talk about it. Yeah. And then he'll get like a text. Yes. I'm sorry, I get so excited. I truly believe he does because he gets these texts all of a sudden, and he'll have like like an attitude like me where he's all excited, he's talking about it, and then just like that, he'll get a text or something, and his whole demeanor will change. He'll be like really quiet, and he's always looking at his phone. Yeah. And then they'll say, "Oh, sorry, guys. This is," and there was something, okay, you might think this is just me, but or that I'm crazy. But the other day when he was streaming about it, yeah, but then his cat like walked up on his table or whatever, and he's like, whatever his cat's name is, he's like, oh, you need to go away right now, whatever his cat's name is. There's too much going on. But then he turns around and says, oh, there's not a, I don't know, just was suspicious to me too. And he gets so, like, he'll go from the way I am, kind of, to just dead quiet. And he won't say a word, and he's distracted, and he's always looking at his screen. What's on the screen? And he said he's been tweeting, yeah, and he says he's been like texting with Husan. But he always says, well, I'm going to show you or I'm going to tell you what he said or, what's going on. And he'll just be about to tell you and then he'll change the subject. Every time. I love the guy, but he's gotta be. And I was watching his stream the other day and I even put, just for a joke, I put MBG equals Husan, and everybody was like, "He's right." Well, I don't think he's Husan really, but I know he's in on it. I think that Kojima's Husan. Yeah. Everybody was like, MBG's Husan, and I was laughing so hard, dude. I was just like, holy shit, this is hilarious. uh, Today is Friday the 13th. Why, what a perfect day for something like this to just add to the mystery. Or, it's not really a mystery. We're on to them. And here's the other thing that just makes me laugh. There's the non-believers, right? There's the ones that are like, nah. They're the ones that are like totally being fooled by Kojima and by this Blue Box Studios. But and they're like, no, this isn't Silent Hill. This is actually Abandoned. Which Abandoned isn't even the name of the game. Abandoned is the working title. Excuse me. We don't know the name of the game except that we do. It's Silent Hill 2. But they're like, no, Blue Box is a real, indie studio and this is all crazy. It has nothing to do with, and I'm like, if this was just a regular, just like indie studio, why would they create all this confusion and this craziness where people would have, I mean, I don't want to say they don't have a choice, but it just all leads to everybody thinking, no, this is Silent Hill and this is Kojima. I mean, even a person that doesn't follow Silent Hill that much or Kojima would be led to the same conclusion, in my opinion, because, I mean, why else would Blue Box or Sasan say, guess the name of the game and ends with an S and it begins with an S and ends with an L, but have nothing to do with Silent Hill or I could go on, and I will, because it's just so crazy. Uh, and the music on this trailer, okay, I mean, it's not good quality, but if you listen to the Silent Hill 2 OST and it's Laura's theme, I think it's called. if you listen to that and you compare it to this one, this is just it's like a slowed down version of that from Silent Hill 2. That really got, because there's that, like, watch. I don't know if, are you still here, bass guitar? Because what? Listen to this music, and I'll explain. Also, that. Come on now. That music, if you listen to, I think it's called Laura's theme or Theme of Laura from Silent Hill 2, the original one, and then you listen to this, like from the beginning when you hear that thunk or that the drum hitting, even in the Silent Hill 2 one, it's like, again, like I said, it's a sped up version of that if you listen, and it's just it's mind blowing. But if you're there, do you mind if I take a quick little break, smoke break? I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, cause I got plenty to discuss, and I got plenty of time to discuss it. So I'll be right back. And I'm back. Yeah, so I mean, if you think about it, let's say, let's just say, for like the sake of the argument, let's put Blue Box, for example. Not for example. I mean, literally, it's Blue Box Studios, supposedly. Let's take Blue Box Studios. If indeed this isn't Silent Hill 2, the remake, and has nothing to do with Kojima, has nothing to do with Konami. They're an independent, small game developer with the head of the development being by Hassan Karaman. Let's say that was true. Okay. Why in the world would they start all this weird conspiracy stuff if they had nothing to do with them? If they had nothing to do with Kojima or Silent Hill or Konami, and they were just trying to get this game out. Why would they start this elaborate conspiracy, this ARG, hinting towards Silent Hill, with Robbie the Rabbit, and, why would this all be here? If you're a small indie developer, you're not going to start all this craziness for a game that's coming out. And the app, granted, it's different than the PT app because the PT app, when it first came out, I didn't get to play it, unfortunately. I didn't have a PS4 at the time, and the only way I was able to experience it was through watching people on YouTube, and that sucks because I still want to play it. To this day, I want to play it, but why? Like the PT app came out, it was announced in Gamescom, and then it came out, and it was a playable teaser. That's what PT stands for. And it turned out it was for Silent Hill, which got canceled. We all know that story. But this one, granted, like I said, it's different, but it's the same. It's different because it's got all this. There's been like problems supposedly with it. And it's got all it finally got updated. It's got all this coming up. And it's like right after the anniversary of PT. Sony gave them permission and all this whatever to do the app. And there's just so much about it. It's like, why would an indie developer that just wants to get a game out create all of this controversy and all of this cryptic, like, hinting towards, Silent Hill, and then saying no, we have nothing to do with it? To me, in my opinion, an indie developer is not going to create all of this, which would jeopardize what they're trying to do for just their game. If they have nothing to do with Konami, Kojima, Silent Hill, any of that. But yet they tease and they tease about it. It just points, the facts are all there. It's all lining up. And it's just like, why would an indie developer do that? You see a lot of indie developers, you know, and they will announce their game and they will, you know, get a hold of like, they'll partner with Sony or, and then they'll do a trailer and then they'll do, it's just the normal flow of how developers do it. They don't start controversies and like all this mystery, is it or isn't it, or, there's no reason for an indie developer, in my opinion. Granted, it would be very, very extremely risky business practices and like um, publicity stunt if it wasn't. But that's my whole point is if this was just an, a small indie development company, Blue Box Studios, and this had nothing to do with PT or Konami or Kojima, and this was just for a game that right now we know is called Abandoned. They could have just done things normally and smoothly, and they would have still got a lot of publicity, a lot of interest from fans. I'm big into survival horror games, and when I first saw the trailer on YouTube for Abandoned, I don't know, I was very interested in it, but then it was just like, boom, right after the trailer came out, huge, like all of the freaking controversy started. It just all of the Twitter stuff, all of the Kojima stuff, all of the I mean, it's just like overwhelmed and flooded. Just it it was nothing like a normal game would do, especially a small indie game would do. It was just boom, and it's still going on. It's just so nuts. But it's so interesting too because if you think about it, here's another thing that really. So when the first trailer came out, and then there was the delay for the app to even come out, but it kept saying in the description, real time experience. In real time, phrases like that. And it was saying like you will be able to take part in this and hints like that, which to me, if you think about it, this is crazy. This is a crazy like theory, I want to say, but the fact that we're all, whether you're a believer that this is Silent Hill or not, whether you believe this is just Blue Box Studios and this is just a survival horror game called Abandon or whatever it's going to be called when it finally comes out, and nothing to do with Silent Hill or Kojima. Whether you believe that or not, technically, we are right now taking part in real time with all of this. That is a real time experience. It's an ARG. If you take part in it, whether you believe it or not, you're still taking part in it. You're still being stringed along like all of us. Whether you like it, whether you're pissed about it, whether you believe it or not, you're all part of this elaborate ARG And shout out to Bass Guitar who said ARG slash social experiment. We're all taking part in it right now. There are people that had the app downloaded, and then once it was delayed and nothing for like 2 days, they deleted it, and then they heard that there was an update, and they re-downloaded it. Think about that. Right there, you are strung. We're all taking part of it. Whether you think that's cool, interesting, you hate it, whatever, you're taking part in it. And it's just like that's a crazy thought, but an ARG is a real-time experience. Augmented reality game. When we're all taking part in it. And the app is finally updated. I want to watch it again because it's so interesting to me. I've watched it a dozen times or more. But for anybody that just joined and hasn't seen it, or has and wants to talk about it, here we go. That's James Sunderland, I'm telling you. And the music. Trailer coming soon. Playable prologue coming soon. When did PT come out? The anniversary was yesterday. The music. It's so damn similar and it's like Silent Hill 2's music slowed down. Oh, there's just so much. I mean, and there's people that just say, yeah, well, don't come crying to me when that you're all hyped up and then when it finally gets released, it's not Silent Hill 2. You know what? Okay, I won't because actually, if none of this is what we think this is, if this isn't Silent Hill or Silent Hill 2 or a game by Kojima or anything like that, and it's just simply Blue Box Studios indie game called Abandoned or whatever it's going to be called when it finally releases, and it has nothing to do with it, I will still like it because I am big into survival horror, and yeah, but the facts, it's just all lining up. And you take the first trailer that they put on YouTube, that Blue Box slash Kojima, I'm just gonna say it, guys, put out there, what was it, a few months ago? Up the abandoned trailer where the guy is in the forest with the gun and he comes up to that fire and it was kind of creepy. It's like nothing like this one, but I get it. Like, this is a trailer. The other one was a teaser. The difference, as we all know, is a teaser could be that something that's teasing the game, but what you see isn't going to actually be in the game, and the trailer is actually what's going to be in the game. That is James Sunderland. I'm just saying that it's got to be Silent Hill 2 remake or Silent Hill something, but that was James Sunderland. I am 100% convinced of it. He's got that green like coat on that's like an army coat. He's wearing the blue jeans. You can see his shoes are like those black like boot things. The music, if you listen to Silent Hill 2's Laura's theme, sounds a lot like this one, only this is like a slowed down version of it. I just, oh, there's so much. There's so much. It's just, oh, and there was another thing. What was it? Kojima tweeted something the other day that was just like, okay. Again, I don't have Twitter. I don't know. I'm not big into Twitter. But I do follow like other people on YouTube that follow Twitter, and especially Kojima and Hussam Karan. And there was a tweet by, oh, let me look it up. I believe it was Kojima, but I could be wrong on that. Or could I? Because if it was Hassan Karan, it could have been. I mean, in my opinion, they're the same people. Hideo Kojima is Hassan Karan. Hold on, no. I mean, I don't quote me on this. This is my, you know, opinion. This is my theory. I could be 100% wrong. Hold on one second. Yep, there's the picture of Robbie the Rabbit. The latest tweet in question from Hideo Kojima himself, seen above, is an image of murder in an abandoned amusement park by Yuki Sashiondo. It took about 2 seconds before the replies noticed the word abandoned in the title and then immediately connect the post with the elusive PS5 game. I mean, there is just, it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy, but it's so interesting. It's like, and then there's this whole Metal Gear theory. I don't know about that. I mean, I'm not saying it isn't or that it is, but I don't see. Well, the only thing that I've ever saw that had anything to do with Metal Gear Solid was when that first video trailer for Death Stranding, the director's cut came out, and you see Sam Porter walking through that building, and he gets in the box and all that, and then he goes around, and you see like that overhead view, and it's like a revamped version of what Metal Gear looked like. It's so crazy, but other than that, I don't. It's Silent Hill 2, guys. I mean, I could be wrong, but it's just the music, the fact that this is James Sunderland. We'll watch it again just because it's so crazy to me. Welcome to the real time experience, which we've been taking part of this whole time. Now watch the music for one thing. Green, you don't get to see it clearly, but it's a green like coat. He's wearing blue jeans and he's wearing these like black boots. Exactly what James Sunderland from Silent Hill 2 was wearing. Playable prologue coming soon. What other game app do we know that had a playable prologue? PT. When was the anniversary of PT? Yesterday. What's today? Friday the 13th, August. Just, that's probably got nothing to do with it, but I think it does because what better day to do it? People were probably most likely expecting something on the anniversary of PT, which was yesterday, when supposedly, well, technically they said August 10th was when the app was supposed to work, and there would be this. And then yesterday was the anniversary of PT, and still nothing. Today, which happens to be Friday the 13th, we get an update for the app, and then we get this trailer. Gamescom is like in 1 or 2 weeks, which is when PT was announced for the PS4. I mean, like I said, I could be wrong, but to me, it's just the pieces are coming together slowly, but they're starting to like just. Uh, the music is like to me, all I hear and feel when I hear the music is a slowed down version, excuse me, of Silent Hill 2's music. If you listen to Laura's theme, you hear that drum beat that's really slow in this one. But if you listen to the Silent Hill 2 theme and Laura's theme, you hear this fast drum beat that kind of matches, not kind of, to me, it really does match that. Just, there's so much about it. It's just, it's just nuts. And I love it. I'm sorry. I am probably We're all taking part in this, guys. Come on now. Whether you believe it or not, you're still taking part in an ARG. You're still, it's a real time experience, and we're all taking part in it. It's, this is the craziest thing that I mean, this is something that we will never forget. Either way, I'm saying either way, whether this is Silent Hill and Kojima and possibly Konami, or if this is truly just Blue Box Studios, a small indie developer company with Hassan Karan, and this is their main game, Abandoned. Either way, we're never gonna forget it because there's so much going on. But whether this is Silent Hill or not, We're never going to forget it because this is so unusual. And that's why I believe that it is Silent Hill. Because why else would an indie developer do this just to get a game out? For granted, it could be a publicity stunt, but think about it. If this was just a publicity stunt that's been, it is a publicity stunt either way. Either way it is. And Sony is behind it. Kojima is behind it. Again, this is my opinion. But to me, the facts are just the puzzle pieces are starting to fit together. Sony is behind it. Kojima is behind it. Possibly Konami. You know, Hassan Karam is Kojima. I could be wrong. If that's not true, and this is just Hassan Karan is truly just a small Blue Box Studios is just a small indie developer company. Why would they go this far out there? Why would they go this far out there for a publicity stunt? It's just too risky. Too risky. If this was a scam, which, come on, it's not. Why would they update their app if it was a scam? It's just too much for a scam. It's been proven that it's not a scam because, oh, what is it? Uh, hold on a second. I forgot the name. Noir Outsourcing Studio discussing the game on Twitter. Noir Studios is a AAA developer. I mean, they on their own. Why, if this was a scam, why would they put out a video on Twitter discussing the game and saying, "Hey, this is," you know, there's so many people behind this, but there's so much. It's just what shows you also why. Sorry, it's just it does blow my mind kind of. But why would Noir Studios back a small indie developer in Hussein Karan when Noir Studios is a AAA game, you know, why would they do that? And why would they come out and you know, if this was a scam, why would they come out and discuss the game? Because then they would be scammed. Sony would never let this happen. I feel like and I am repeating myself, but there's just so much. There's just so much. I mean, it's just crazy, man. It's like, uh, I really wish these other ones worked. I would really love to see, well, the release trailer for one thing, but like all of these, the game demonstration, I guarantee you, I'm going to be playing those. Available soon. Like I said, guys, this is my opinion and my theory. I mean, I really do 100. I can almost say, no, almost. I can say 100%. This is not a fact. This is my opinion. This is what I believe. This is my theory. Like, like the title says, abandoned update, it's Silent Hill 2. It's gotta be. I believe that with 100%. That's James Sunderland. The music, I've been over it time and time again, and I'm repeating myself, which probably means I should end this stream. But you know what? I'm gonna keep up on this, and I'll probably do more streams. We'll see. We'll see. But let's watch it one last time. Just why not? You know? Yep. Yep. Wow. Okay, one more thing. This is probably stupid, and I apologize if it was stupid, but something else just occurred to me. And this is small, and it's probably nothing. But if this was a scam, do you know how many people would be scammed if this truly was a scam? Do you know how many things are behind this? Right when you start the app, you get that ESRB rating. And to me, I mean, that right there, you see that just shows you, that just proves that this is going to be a real game. This is real. Because if this was a scam and there was no game being made, and they have that ESRB rating thing right in the beginning of the game, you can't tell me that this is a scam because there would be so many companies and so many people that were scammed in this. It would be gigantic for a scam. There's no way it's a scam. It's been proven on Twitter that it's not a scam. Just so many things. And I feel like I'm repeating myself. I really want to talk more about this, but I want to I want to research this if I can, like more. I want, and I guarantee you guys, when each of these comes out, the cinematic reveal trailer, the release trailer for damn sure, and the gameplay demonstrations 1 and 2 for damn sure, I'm gonna be, I'm gonna be, uh, my mind is just gone. I'm gonna be live streaming those for sure. I mean, of course. Um, but I guess I'm gonna end this stream now. Thanks to all who was watching. Shout out to Bass Guitar. Shout out to Hood and everybody else that watched. Please be sure to comment or not comment, like. Please like my stream. I really need, my channel really appreciate. I can't talk. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I really, really appreciate, any help I can get. It really helps my channel if you like and subscribe. Um, I'm slowly growing, but I mean, I've been on YouTube for so many years, and I'm not even at 300 yet, and that's bad. So my channel really needs help. I'm not begging. I'm just saying anything is so appreciated. A like, a subscribe, views, comments. I appreciate them all. Um, Keeps me going. Just, thank you guys for joining my stream. Thanks to everybody that watched and commented and subscribed, hopefully, and liked. Um, yeah, I guess, like I said, I'm gonna do some research, maybe. Not maybe, definitely. I'm gonna see some stuff. I'm gonna try to figure out a way to live stream better where I have like a Twitter page and, just the research that I'm into. Because I really, this is so interesting. I should have done this a long time ago. But thank you all. I appreciate all of you, and we will talk to you later. Bye. Oops.